I was raised going to Catholic schools, which had like Bible studies, and in addition to weekly services every Friday, and I also had to go to Mass every Sunday with my family. Church was always the low light of my week. It had to be the most boring, monotonous, repetitive task. I disliked it so much that it actually made me not even look forward to Fridays. The best part of my week was probably walking out of Mass on Friday and knowing that I'm almost to the weekend. But it was actually probably the second best part of my week because going to Mass on Sundays after I got out, it was even more time before I had to go to church the next time. So being immersed in this kind of education growing up, I didn't really get all my questions answered that I had about like life, like how long have we been here? How old is our planet? How old is the sun? But at my school, they didn't really teach creationism. They also didn't really teach evolution or things that made scientific, rational sense. I remember having questions about the origins of humanity, and my questions were never really satisfied in class. So I remember one night watching TV, and it was a weekend because I was up late, and I was watching the Discovery Channel, and I saw a preview for a show coming on at like 3 in the morning, and it was about like the origins of humanity. I was thinking I have to watch this. So I thought it was like bad for me to watch it because it probably contradicted everything I've learned in school, and I didn't really know what that was all about. So I remember the show telling me things like carbon dating, saying that the Earth is billions of years old, that they found rocks in Australia when the Bible says it's 5,000 years old, and they show how we evolved from primates and how our DNA is so similar to theirs, and that we progressed as a species through the millennia to evolve to become to evolve to our intelligence level today. All of this stuff kind of just blew my mind, and I remember this show kind of changed my entire life, my perspective on life. It put the scientific explanations made so much more rational and logical sense to me than anything I could have ever thought before, and anything I've ever learned in school. This show had a big impact because it kind of instilled in me an intellectual curiosity and a desire to answer questions that we don't know, which kind of led to my passion for astronomy, which uses science and logic to answer questions that we don't know. I kind of refer to this whole period now as my scientific childhood rebellion. So every time today I see a show that's coming on late Discovery Channel about human origins or evolution or astronomy, whenever they're not playing that garbage reality TV that's all they play today, I kind of get this nostalgic feeling of going back to my childhood and reliving the moment that I finally found out scientifically the answers to my questions.